Hey people, welcome back to Filmmania. Pawn Stars is one of the biggest shows that ever aired on American television. Throughout the 15 seasons, we have witnessed many moments that took our breath away. In this video, we'll rewind to some of those shocking moments we saw on the show. Here are 10 shocking moments on Pawn Stars. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Number 10. Innocent Chumley. In the second season of the show, a man walked into Rick's shop with two Western novelty dummies to sell. Assuming that it was Chumley who had bought those dummies, as he often buys such things from customers, Rick bashed Chumley for this decision. However, later, the old man revealed that he had actually bought the figures from the man for $500 and that they gave a nice touch to their shop. Number 9. George Washington's suit. Rick met a customer who showed him a suit that was worn by George Washington. The suit was originally from the 19th century in pink in color. The suit had worn out of color after being preserved for so long, but it still showed traces of the pink dye that it once had. The customer, who was looking to sell the suit for a massive $3 million, Rick, knowing that it was a big price tag, offered $2 million. The customer wasn't ready to budge, and neither did Rick. Number 8. A fake statue. A man walked into Rick's shop, hoping to sell a statue of Perseus and Pegasus for $6,000. Rick pointed out major flaws, which clearly showed that it was not a genuine statue. The man clearly denied Rick and started getting angry. The old man explained to the customer that they didn't feel sure about the statue, after which the customer walked out of the shop, saying that it was Rick who was taking a fall there. Number 7. Wedding anniversary present. For their old man's 50th wedding anniversary, Rick and Corey decided to restore the old Imperial that he had bought 6 years later in a worn out condition. It didn't take him long to realize that his car was gone, and when he asked his partners about the car, they told him that they had sold it for $1,000. Chumley added that the owner was going to turn the car into a lowrider, which made the old man furious and he lashed out at his team. He was happy beyond limits when he finally saw the car back in excellent condition, ready for him to rev it up. Number 6. The Beatles' original contract. A man walked in and offered to sell the shop the original contract papers of the Beatles. Rick has seen a lot of musical artifacts, but none were like this one. The contract showed an agreement between the legendary band, their manager Brian Epstein. The man asked $1 million for the papers, but an expert valued it to be around $500,000. Rick offered $350,000 for the contract, which the customer declined and walked out. Number 5. Chumley's homemade wine. In the first season, the pawn shop got a hold of an antique demijohn, which inspired Chumley to make some wine of his own. He crushed the grapes with his bare feet, added the ingredients, and left the mixture to ferment for 3 months. He served the first glasses of his wine to his team, who doubted the wine he had made. But the old man, who was the most suspicious, was the only one who liked Chumley's alcohol. Number 4. A fake medallion. Chumley bought a Gibson medallion from a customer for $1,500. He went to the store to get it checked if it was an original or not. His friend pointed out numerous faults in the instrument, implying that it wasn't an original one. When he told the story to Rick, he made Chumley pay his money back by playing the instrument on the streets. Number 3. Hey Pops. A man named Steve wanted to sell a Remco toy bazooka from the 1960s. Corey, interested in the toy, wanted to check it. Steve loaded it up for him and Corey fired it at Rick, who was caught in the eye. Though Rick seemed to be in a lot of pain, Corey wasn't much worried as the box said it was harmless. Rick entered the shop moments later with a black eye that looked painted in the first instance. Number 2. Comic scam. Corey bought about 7 boxes of comics from a woman who was willing to sell them for $2,000. While they eventually agreed at $500, Corey tried to make a profit out of them by selecting the best out of them and selling them, but he couldn't find them worth more than $200 in 20 out of around 200 comics. Number 1. Now loading. A customer was willing to sell an ancient crossbow, which Corey and Chumley decided to test at the shooting range. When they reached the range, they couldn't load the crossbow. After taking turns at loading it and failing hilariously, Their friend at the shooting range took a try at it and loaded the crossbow without any difficulty, leaving both Corey and Chumley bamboozled. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, if you did, then let us know by giving it a thumbs up. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.